What's the difference between the two pictures? Also, which sounds better? This audio clip or this audio clip? It's straightforward, I know. But a lot of people neglect this aspect of content creation, and you shouldn't. So stay tuned to become a better content creator.
Hi, I'm Martin Karoi, filmmaker. I decided as a kid that I want to make movies. To make people laugh, think, creating a positive impact. I worked in the film industry. Then I started my business to create my films. We ride, freedom. If you search me on Google, nothing happens. Yet.
Lights, camera, and action. Or actually, lights, sound, camera, and action. There's a reason why the order is like that. Not that one is more important than the other, but all is equally important. So having a great camera is not enough. You need more equipment. And if you're only saving up to buy a camera and then you run out of money and you can't buy anything else, that's rookie's mistake right there. So what I'm actually suggesting is to buy a cheaper camera, but also buy sound and light equipment. Or if you already have a camera, then your next step is not to buy the next camera, but to actually invest in more equipment. So getting back to the intro. Mike, please.
The first shot is lit only with a single light bulb in my room. Let's turn on the Litra Pro with the Litra softbox as the key light. Let's finish the setup with the Litra Torch 2.0 as the kicker light. Quite a difference, isn't it? Gorgeous. As you can see, my studio lighting setup is different, but I wanted to use only Litra products for the intro.
So today I brought you some good examples of sound and light equipment that you can invest in. So we have Litra, which is a high-end light production company. We have the Litra Torch 2.0 and we have the Litra Pro. And we also have Synco, which is a low, mid-end microphone sound system. It's the Synco G1A1. Now if you're only interested in the lights or the sound equipment or just one light, then you can use these sections on the video to jump wherever you want. Firstly, I will talk about the Litra Lights.
Before I get into the actual specs, I will tell you why you should consider using small inbuilt battery lights.
When you're looking for lights to invest in, you basically normally go for studio lights. And if you get a studio light or studio lights, they are big, the shape of the light is bigger, it will look more natural, it will look better. So hands down, if the only aspect of the investment is just the quality of the light, you won't be buying these, but sky panels or LED panels, so light sources which can produce a bigger and more powerful shape of light. But if you go down a bit and sacrifice a bit of the quality of the lighting that you can do, you will have lights which are more versatile. The problem with studio lights, they usually just run on AC. Some of the lights can operate on external batteries and usually on Sony batteries. Is that if you want to use these lights outdoors, you basically need to invest in a lot of Sony batteries. And obviously there's another option, which is buying lights which has inbuilt battery. A lot of times on your packing, and it's limited, you will leave out your ordinary light equipment like these LED panels that I have because they are big. These things, even in the smallest bucket, it will fit. And aside from that, they are durable, so basically you can drop them. And also they are waterproof. All these things combined makes these lights not just suitable for studio lighting, but also easy to use outdoors type of lights. So there's a lot of scenarios, a lot of uncontrolled environments, a lot of really spontaneous shots where you can just quickly react to the fact that, holy shit, there are not enough lights to shoot this. You just pull these lights out of your pocket, you turn it on. You need to put a diffuser on it. Let me put this on. One light source is too harsh and you want to have a fill light. Another scenario could be like when you have a main light source, but you want to make the lighting more interesting, like with the backlight or headlight. So I'm going into my Neewer application and boom, turning that off. And you happen to have this Litra Torch 2.0 with turn it on. You made the lighting scenario a lot more interesting. Or, if there are no lights at all, you have usable footage. Obviously it won't look super high quality, but you don't miss that shot, and that's the whole point. So I could go for a complete hour just talking about this, but I think you get my main point. So right now I think let's get to the actual specs of the Litra Pro and the Litra Torch 2.0.
The Litra Pro, priced around $170. It has full spectrum, bicolor, 1200 lumen, 60 LED, 95 CRE, anti-flicker, no hotspot light source. You can control the color power and temperature in 5% steps. It's waterproof up till 30 meters or 90 foot. It has rechargeable lithium-ion battery. The battery lasts on full power for an hour, on 50% 2 hours. You can charge it through a micro USB port, you can charge it through adapters or a power bank. Even better, you can still use it while charging it. It has a phone application you can connect to the light via Bluetooth. The application experience is silky smooth, everything works as you want it. It has a strobe mode and you can set the minimum and maximum power and also the frequency. You have some mounting options. Luckily there's a 1/4-inch mount port on the side and the bottom, and it comes with a GoPro mount. It comes with a rubber diffuser, which makes a little difference, but it's good to have around, especially if you don't have the softbox. There are a lot of Litra Pro accessories out there. My favorite is the softbox, which you can get for $45. That will make your light a lot softer. My advice is to definitely use the softbox wherever you can. My only problem with the softbox is the design. It's not a quick setup, so you either need a couple of minutes to set it up before every use or try to put it away that big softbox. You can get a nice filter set for $35 too. You can get barn doors for it for $45 and the honeycomb for $24. The Litra Torch 2.0, priced around $90. It has 16 LED, 90 CRE, 5700 Kelvin, 800 lumen, anti-flicker, no hotspot light source. The light has 70-degree ultra-wide beam angle. It has aluminum body construction. It's drop-proof and waterproof up to 20 meters or 60 foot. It's magnetic, so sometimes it's really easy to mount it. It has rechargeable lithium-ion battery. The battery can run on low mode for 4 hours 45 minutes, on medium mode for 1 hour 20 minutes, and on high mode 45 minutes. Sadly, on high mode it can overheat, so even though you charge it, you need to shut it off after some time. It can be charged through a micro USB port, with an adapter or with a power bank, and you can still use it while charging it. It comes with a rubber diffuser, which makes a little difference, but it's good to have around, especially if you don't have the softbox. You have some mounting options. Luckily there's a 1/4-inch mount port on the side and the bottom, and it comes with a GoPro mount. That's all I wanted to say about the Litra products. If you're interested in buying one of these, use the links down below.
Before we get to the next segment, Mike just told me it's self-promo time.
In the summer of 2019, 3 musicians, John, Mr. Harry and Christoph, went on a crazy adventure together and invited me and indie filmmaker to document the process. The film is now in the post-production stage. With your help, we can create a spectacular, one-of-a-kind, busking road movie. Everybody who donates gets the chance to see the film first, gets the full studio album with the songs we wrote on the road, and will be listed in a special thanks credit. Yeah man, a comedy adventure with heart and soul, coming in 2021.
So let's get back to the intro again, but this time let's talk about the sound difference. So Mike, please.
The first recording is from the built-in camera mic in my super echoey room.
This audio clip.
The second one is from the clip-on mic transmitted with the Synco.
Or this audio clip.
Let's listen to it one more time.
This audio clip. Or this audio clip.
Audio is quite important in content creation. Would you agree?
So the sound microphone equipment I have today, which is, I think, a good example of the equipment that you can invest in, is the Synco G1A1 wireless microphone system. Before I get into the specs of this sound equipment, I want to tell you why I think this is a good investment. So let's get back to the scenario. Okay, you have a camera, now you have a light or lights, you need sound equipment. You need to have good sound. And obviously you have the option to go with the studio equipment. For example, a podcast type of microphone that I would have on this desk pointing at me, and obviously it will have amazing sound quality. There's a reason why people use podcast microphones to podcast or in these scenarios. But when you can only invest in one kind of equipment, you could go for a wireless microphone system. People normally use it with lav mics that you can chip it here, and basically the cable goes to the transmitter and the receiver gets the signal and puts it into your camera, and it's always a thing because the video is recorded with this audio. The reason why I'm mentioning that is because if you use a podcast microphone, you probably use it with an external recorder. So yeah, I think you know what I'm about to say. Like with the lights, you can choose an option which is the middle road. You don't go for the 100% best quality, but go for an option which is more versatile. And in this case, if you get this microphone and not a podcast microphone, then basically you can use it in a studio environment, but also you can use it outdoors. You can actually use it for when you're far behind, and this gets me to the next point. When I'm comparing this system to a shotgun mic that you place it on your camera. In this case, it will be good quality, but as I'm moving backwards, the quality and also the loudness will decrease to the point where it's not usable. Whereas, when if you have a system like that, consistent, good all the way. So to sum it up, I would definitely suggest this. If you can only invest in one microphone system, I would definitely suggest this one or this type of a microphone system, because it's good quality. It's not the perfect quality, but it's good quality. But on the other hand, it's super versatile. So with the other example I had, you will have more footage that's usable if you rely on a microphone system like this. And this Synco wireless microphone system is particularly interesting because it's half the price of the Rode Go, which is exactly like this. Talking about the specs. Let me just get it. Now, this video won't be a full comparison of the two, but I want to tell you my experience because it's a super interesting question. Like, you can get basically the same, but for half of the price. If you can afford and want to have a super reliable microphone system, then go for this. Because what I found, and a lot of other YouTubers had this experience as well, this sound system, this microphone system is not as reliable as the Rode Go. When you're recording outdoors and you have, distortions or other signals in that area, and obviously if you're living in a city, you will have, the audio can cut off sometimes. So if you're looking for a super reliable system, go with the Rode Go. If you can't afford the Rode Go, or just want to spend less, and you're okay with sometimes losing audio, then go with the Synco. Enough of the talk. Mike just told me how long we've been recording and I pay him hourly rate. So let's quickly get to the specs of this Synco microphone system.
Synco wireless microphone V-Air G1A1, priced around $100. The audio signal is between 50 to 20 kHz. It has a low cut filter and low noise. Low noise my ass! You've been listening to the Synco audio, and there's a constant humming noise, even though I use noise reduction in post. It works on 2.4 GHz. The range is 230 foot or 70 meters, and that's not true in most cases. No interference. Not true again. In the city, definitely interference. It comes with a nice hard carrying case and a very nice double USB-C charging cable. It runs 8 hours with the battery. You can charge it with the USB-C port. You can adjust the gain, but you have no feedback which level is it on. If you're interested in buying one of these, use the links down below.
So let's wrap it up. Special thanks to Fuji Digital for sending me these products that I could test out and give my opinion on. As a YouTuber, I can firmly say that social love is the only love I need as a YouTuber. If my girlfriend is watching this, just as a YouTuber.